All right, everyone. It is New Year's Day, and Becky and I thought that it'd be great to give you a tour of our studio and facilities that we will be recording our new album in. The album's called So Many Voices, and we're going to shoot another clip to tell you a little bit about that. But here's Becky. Becky has been down with the flu, and so I'm being a really nice guy by videoing her right now. What do you have to say about that?
That you're probably going to edit this out.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, so this is actually the most important place in the house for recording. This is the kitchen. This is where we take breaks. And like I said, that is very important.
Also for videotaping it while it's a mess.
It's not a mess. All right. So let me take you up to the studio. There's a stool that actually needs to go back up to the studio. I'll get there in a second. And this is a hallway. This is what we get to see as we walk up to the studio. Ha ha ha. All right. There's a window. If it was daytime, you could see outside. And this is a door. And this door leads to another room. This door leads to the girls' playroom. And they are actually right next to the studio. Nice thing is that the studio walls are relatively soundproof, so they can be up here playing while we're recording. And this is the studio door right here. And it is locked. And as you can see, there's nowhere to put a key. So we have a very ingenious way of keeping the girls out, and that is a guitar pick. So that's the only way to open it up. So we actually turn it in the lock right there, and we can open it. So this is the recording studio. This is where all the magic happens. There's our futon where we can kind of hang out and listen to the mix while we're in the mix down stage, which we'll talk about when we get there. And this is the workstation. So let's see what you can see here. I'm going to turn the lights up a little bit so we can maybe see some equipment. All right. So this is our computer. We have a iMac. For those of you interested, we're running 10.6 Snow Leopard into Cubase software. We'll see if we can get a picture of that. I don't know if the computer's on. The obviously most important thing about good recording is having a nice car. So this was Becky's birthday present to me. She bought me an Aston Martin, which I'm very, very excited about. And let me see if I can show you our recording software. There we go. All right, so this is our recording software. It's called Cubase. I'll run you through that at some point. But yeah, that's where it happens. So then we've got some great equipment down here. We have a microphone preamp right here. You can see the little glowing VU meter. Whoops, I'm turning stuff on. Sorry about that. You don't get to hear anything quite yet about the new album. So anyway, that is actually a tube preamp. So for those of you who like vacuum tubes, that's what we get to use. Above that's just a patch bay where we plug microphone cables into and whatnot. And then this is our audio interface. This is what converts the analog signal from the microphone of the instrument into a digital signal so that it can be in the computer. And it's got some very, very cool features on it, and I'll, like I said, I'll run you through that at some point. Then we have these great speakers that are painted in Ferrari gray, and they are absolutely fantastic sounding. And we got our little keyboard, a little 61 key keyboard, makes pretty much any sound you could ever want in a very, very tiny package. So yeah, that's what we do with that. And you can see all this foam and stuff all over the walls. That's actually, that helps with sound dampening, kind of treats the room so that you hear the same thing no matter where you are. So yeah, that's where all that stuff's coming from. And then of course a very comfortable chair. Alright, let me show you the last bit of the studio that's important. This is our vocal booth. We turn a light on. There we go. This is, as you can see, a completely treated room. We've got foam all over the walls in here. And we've got our wonderful microphone and some more foam behind it. This room is almost completely soundproof, except for the glass door, which reflects sound pretty badly, which is why we have this thing set up. And this is just so that when we record vocals, we just get like a crisp, clear sound, so we can add any sort of echo or reverb we want to it later. So yeah, that's the vocal booth. And then we have a closet without a door handle, as you can see. I gotta drill one out so it can look like that, but right now it looks like that. That is what we want it to look like. That is what it does look like. We'll get there eventually. Can't really see in it, but it's mostly got baby stuff in it. So yeah. So that is a tour of the studio. You can kind of sit in the couch and see what everything looks like. So our next video will be kind of a description of what this next record is about. We're going to start recording here about a week or so. We're going to walk you through every single step of the recording process, so you'll get an idea of exactly how much work goes into this. I'll give you some tips and tricks if you're looking to do some of this kind of stuff yourself. We'll walk you through all the gear we use, all the guitars, all the amps, and some special guests that we'll have over the next 6 or 8 months as we're recording this. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into what we do. And like I said, we'll have plenty more clips to come. So Happy New Year. 2013 is going to be a good year. We'll talk to you soon.